So we've got another escalation here this week, and it's in Mumbai, and we're going to be doing the Chameleon Anonymity. So yeah, this is quite a fun one, so let's get straight into it. So we're starting in the Mumbai laundry, and the target's right behind us. So we can't get out the blend straight away, we're just going to wait for him to walk off. If you don't time it right, you can have a moment like this where 47's just sort of taking his time folding the laundry up, so yeah, that can be a bit weird. So the idea is, as I do with every escalation, I record the first success I have. So at this point I'm faffing around because I didn't really know what to do. So I managed to work out where the target was, and I'd spawned here and I was like, okay, what do I do? And the key was I didn't know where the disguise would be. So this is the condition, that we've got to disguise ourselves as the dancer and then kill the target. The trouble is, as you can see, we've now got a 1 minute timer to kill the target. So this was really challenging for a level 1, if I could say that. Not only because you've got to find the disguise, but once you put the disguise on, you've got to find a way to kill the target within a minute. So the safest way I could find is peekaboo. So just point a gun at the target, the target will see you pointing the gun, get out of sight, and eventually he'll come over here and you'll be able to shoot him. So it's pretty simple. It does seem a little bit complicated, like I say, for a level 1, but the way I see it is, it does get worse. I like the idea of this escalation. I think it had potential. I think the difficulty is it wasn't as clear as it could have been. It's like these disguises, it threw me for a bender because the first 20 minutes or so that I was trying to do it, I was thinking, is there an NPC wandering around in the dancer disguise? So I should have suspected, would it be in the laundry area that there were going to be disguises hanging around, but yeah, that just threw me to begin with. So yeah, once you kill the target, change disguise, it'll reset the timer for a minute, and that means you can get out of the level. So yeah, level 1's pretty simple compared to 2 and 3. I wasn't particularly fond of level 1 because, like I say, I've wasted a lot of time, but hey ho, this is what happens. So level 2, we get a new target and we get a new disguise we've got to take the target out with. We've also got the slight complication again that we've got to keep time wearing the disguise in, we've got to keep that in mind. So yeah, it's, again, I wasn't particularly fond of all of this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's just see what the time was for this, because I didn't really take note. 1 minute 56, that's pretty bad. But like this, you see the score later on and you think, okay, I could have done better. So again, level 2, we're starting in the laundrette again. Once again, we're going to wait for this guard guy to just move on. Press the button to back out, and yep, we're going to move any second now. Come on, 47, there we go. So up the stairs we go. This time what we're going to do is we're going to move the second target. Now I've seen routes already because I do like looking at what other people have done after, and I've seen routes where they managed to keep all the targets in one place to complete these kills. I do believe it's possible, I haven't seen it, but this is the way I did it. So I throw a breach charge into that area and it gets the second target to move away from the laundry area. So that way I've got a clearer area to take him out. So at this point I'm going to change disguise and we're going to get the first target. So go downstairs, we're going to do the same method as last time, and I'm going to do that in level 3 as well, which is just basically wait until he's in position and we're going to peekaboo. So you'll see the gun, move out of sight, and I think I dropped the gun in this run, yep, so drop the gun, we're going to just get in the crate and I'm going to use the lethal syringe to take him out. So yep, pretty simple, nothing too complicated about this. I do alter my loadout for the next route, I will admit to that. I go for the Krugermeyer just because I do plan on taking targets out with it, and I did try taking this target out with the silver baller, and the NPC is just behind this little piece of steel bird, M2. So yeah, don't try and silver ball that target because the gunshot will be heard somehow. So yeah, a bit weird. Anyway, as you can see, this second target is wandering off into the chulls. He goes pretty up to where the Kashmirian is. So the idea is we're going to just take a shot at him from here, and, well, not from here, but when we're up in the chulls, and that will eliminate him. We're also going to take his disguise, that way we've got a pretty clean kill. So I wouldn't bump into her just in case she sees, but yeah, you're pretty safe once you get into this area. So just run in, take your shots, and just drag the body a little bit out of sight just so that you don't get caught. Change disguise if you want as well, that way it's a little bit cleaner. that way you've got a clear exit, should I say. So yeah, level 2, I found that one more enjoyable because it did give you something to do with the second target, but yeah, okay. Level 3 was the killer conditions, if you like. It was, you know, you don't really want to have 3 targets and 3 different kill disguises, but on the other hand, I do prefer these types of contracts. I think personally I'd have just rathered it without the timer. You know, if anything, the problem I had was that I was struggling to keep in mind which disguises had timers and which ones didn't. So I ended up trying the Chameleon as a disguise, and that was just a waste of time. So yeah, I wasn't particularly fond. Anyway, as you can see, we've exited, and level 3, as I said, we've got a new target, and we've got to kill this one as a thug. So we've had Dancer, Queen's Guard, and now Thug. All of these have a 1 minute timer on, and yeah, you've got to pretty much get between the targets in that time. So, level 3, same start, same slow move, wait for this guard to move. You know, you can press the exit button and you can actually time it well, but if you don't time it well, he just breaks out of the animation and the guard catches you right away. So yeah, I'm not fond of that starting location. Anyway, going into this briefcase, I've bought Mixtape 47. The reason I bought that is just because it's an illegal item that I can throw. Same reason I bought the breach charge. Now, I did try this with the new target by throwing it right in front of him, and it's a little unreliable. Sometimes he will go and take the device to the chulls, sometimes he'll go into the train yard and take it there to what I think was the security hut. So yeah, it's a bit unreliable. So again, we'll take the first target out, we'll do it as a dancer, just get this out of the way. Use peekaboo with a gun. That's 10 times faster really than just doing plain old peekaboo. At this point I'm going to drop Mixtape 47 down here just because it's another illegal item, plus I've got Krugmeyer, so I can use that. I think I actually decided late on if I was going to switch back to the lethal syringe here. There we go. Just for the simple reason that I was going to use the Krugmeyer, and I thought, well, the other 2 targets I'm not going to use the lethal syringe on, so I might as well use it here. So yeah, just wait until well, you get the prompt, use the syringe or shoot him, whichever you prefer. Drag his body, well, change the disguise if you want, but yeah, drag the body into the crate. Ooh, saying that, I don't do that in this route. Okay, I'll explain why I did that later. Okay, so let's go and get the second target. At this point we're in a bit of a rush because the second target is making his way up the chulls, and if you are a bit slow he'll be just walking out of the room by the time you get up there. With the Krugmeyer the aim is a bit naff, so yeah, you're going to see an example of the naff aim from the Krugmeyer, but this is just a reason why I was rushing a bit here. So yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go into the room, same as before, and just take him out. Now, if I'd have hid the body, I would have been slower getting up here, so that's the reason I didn't hide it. But I am also going to hide it, even though it was a poison kill, just because I don't want NPCs being taken out of position because they've seen a body. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm doing that. So I did pick up the breach charge. I don't believe I used it, but it's there if I did need it. And at this point we're just going back down to the laundry. So yeah, bit of a run here, but nothing too hard. The final target isn't too hard to take out, it was just finding a way to get him alone. So what we do is we're going to climb into the laundry area, same as before. I'm saying that, I thought I was climbing in. Again, this is where when you've had multiple playthroughs, it can get easy to forget. So as I said, I'm going to hide that body. Yeah, so the reason I'm hiding the body as well is because the target is not in the correct position really at this point, so hiding the body just gives me a couple of seconds just to adjust and allow the target to get where I want him. So as you can see, he's just walking over here. The difficulty is I need him in another position. So if I'd have not hit the body, he would have just been getting in. So it's a small delay, but it just means that he's in a better position. So I tried doing peekaboo, but then I realised he'd probably just arrest me on the spot. So I'm not going to use mixtape or anything like that because that's just a waste. Best thing you can do, change disguise here, and then just go and use peekaboo. So just crouch here, vault over this container, which I was surprised you could do. Then use peekaboo here, walk to the right, and then what you do, drop the mixtape. Again, it's an illegal item, you'll go to investigate it. Get over here as quick as possible, that way he doesn't see you, there won't be suspicion, etc. As soon as you get a chance, take a shot. Now, I will call that a clean headshot, but that didn't shoot him for whatever reason, similar to that. So IOI or IO Interactive or whatever, can you sort that out please? But yeah, that was my solution to this escalation. I have seen much cleaner routes and much more visually interesting routes, but I believe this is quite a safe way of doing it. So we're going to change disguise, and yeah, we're going to make our way to the exit. So again, this isn't like a 1:30 route or something fantastic, but it's still pretty safe if you just want to get the escalation done. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you enjoy Hitman 2 and you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Other than that, all I've got to say is thank you for watching once more. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. I hope to see you again in another video. Bye for now, everyone.